Okay, imagine this. You're staring at your phone, scrolling through a dozen different apps just to pay bills, file complaints, or check local regulations. Sound familiar? Now picture all those services collapsing into a single, sleek platform. That's exactly what Selangor's government is attempting with their new super app, a one-stop shop for 12 local authorities. But here's what I find fascinating: this isn't just about convenience. It's a bold experiment in digital governance that could either streamline life for millions or become a cautionary tale about overreach and security. Let's unpack this. At first glance, the idea makes sense. If you're dealing with 12 different local councils, each with its own app, website, and bureaucracy, confusion is inevitable. I've seen this firsthand, friends wasting hours trying to track down which digital portal handles what. But consolidating everything into one app, that's a double-edged sword. On one hand, it's genius. Fewer logins, fewer headaches. On the other, it's a goldmine for hackers if security isn't bulletproof. And let's be honest, governments aren't exactly known for flawless cybersecurity. The article mentions data protection being a priority, but here's my take: trust isn't built on promises. It's built on transparency. How will they prove they're not cutting corners? What struck me most is the admission that physical service counters won't disappear. That's a deliberate choice to not leave behind seniors or rural communities who might distrust apps or lack smartphones. But is this enough? I'd argue it's a start, but the real challenge is education. Launching a super app without teaching people how to use it is like giving someone a Ferrari with no driving lessons. And let's not pretend this isn't also about optics. Governments love flashy tech projects, but sustained investment in digital literacy, that's harder to sell. The cynic in me wonders, will this get sidelined once the novelty wears off? Now, zooming out, this isn't just a local story. Selangor's experiment mirrors a global shift toward smart cities where everything from traffic lights to tax forms gets digitized. But here's the deeper question: does centralizing so much power into a single app create fragility? If the system crashes, or worse, gets hacked, what's the backup plan? And what happens when private companies, vetted or not, control the infrastructure of public services? I'm all for innovation, but we need to ask who benefits long-term. Is this about serving citizens, or creating a lucrative contract for tech vendors? So here's my final thought: Selangor's super app could be revolutionary, but its success hinges on three things: security that's unshakable, accessibility that's genuine, and accountability that's relentless. Without those, it'll just join the graveyard of innovative projects that sounded great in press releases but failed in practice. What do you think? Can any government truly pull off a digital utopia without sacrificing privacy or inclusivity? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you're as obsessed with the future of governance as I am.